Games. The games, similar to many others in the Celtic lands of Europe, are based on the sporting activities of rural Scotland, practiced nearly 1,000 years ago to help keep strong, able-bodied young men in a state of readiness for battle. They first became organised into what we'd recognise as today's Highland Games in the 11th century and have hardly changed since. Athletes from 9 countries, from as far away as Australia and the United States, have come to Callender in central Scotland for this year's World Heavy Events Championship. The athletes traditionally compete in kilts. The only problem is finding one big enough to fit their enormous girths. Among the contenders is 24-stone Jamie Reeves of England. He recently broke a barrel lifting record that had lasted nearly 300 years. 24-stone Jon Paul Sigmarsson of Iceland is currently the world's strongest man, a title he's now won 4 times. Scotland's best hopes rest with Alistair Gunn, a relative weakling at only 16 stone. The reigning champion is allowed to display the sword and ancient targe or shield, and for the last 3 years, that honour has been held by 19-stone American Jim McGoldrick.
Some friends of mine, about 10 or 12 years ago, first introduced me to the games, took me around to some of the professional games in the United States, and I tried my hand at the games back as early as 1978, and then got serious with the games about 1985.
Scotland's George Patience leads the way in the 20-pound heavy hammer. McGoldrick can only finish 7th. In the caber tossing, the showman, Jon Paul Sigmarsson, delights the crowd with some unorthodox footwork. Here, the athletes are using a light caber and tossing it Scandinavian style. The winner is the one who throws it the furthest. In Scottish-style tossing, the caber is much heavier, and the winner is the one who throws it straightest. The light caber proves no problem for the world's strongest man, who beats McGoldrick into 2nd place by almost 3 feet. The next event is throwing a 56-pound weight as high as possible. Jamie Reeves wins with a championship record of 17 feet 5 inches. Jon Paul Sigmarsson shows what fashion-conscious Vikings are wearing under their kilts, while McGoldrick begins to improve after his disappointing start to the day. If you've ever had to run for a train carrying a heavy suitcase, you'll know how these men feel. In the murderous farmer's walk, the strong men carry 2 10-stone oxygen cylinders as far as possible. McGoldrick heads towards the 2nd day 2 points clear of the rest of the field. Whereas Scotland's ancient warriors were truly warlike, these modern strongmen are really the best of friends. At breakfast, they eat to keep up their strength, and here Jon Paul Sigmarsson reveals some trade secrets.
Here in Scotland, I'll eat a lot of food I don't eat at home. A lot of bacon and eggs, and a lot of deep-fried food. I'll also eat a lot of creamed rice, which is very healthy and easy to handle. I'll then eat a lot of so-called weight gain, which helps make me much heavier. I mix that with milk. My intake at the moment is about 15,000 calories a day.
It's all the time. On the second day, Arvydas Vegzda, Lithuania's strongest man, is impressed by what he's seen.
This is the first time anyone from my country has taken part in these Highland Games, and it's a great honor for me. The atmosphere is very friendly, and the games are very interesting. When the letter came inviting me to the games, I thought it sounded good. But reading about them is one thing. Seeing them with my own eyes is something else. I'm enjoying it, and I hope they will enjoy them back home, as I'm going to try and popularize them back in Lithuania.
This game's very good.
While he's learning the ropes, the experts are carrying out another tradition, toasting the heavy caber. With 2 events left, McGoldrick is still fighting to retain his title, and victory in the caber toss puts it within reach. Scotland's Alistair Gunn can still beat him, but this miss in throwing the sheath proves costly. McGoldrick takes his time. He's already had 1 missed throw, but knows that a clear attempt now will stretch his reign for another year. It's close, but this throw clears the bar. Jim McGoldrick, America's modern-day Highland King.